Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We have another episode of the Disney Plus project for you. We watched Teen Beach Movie this week. Well, today. But before we get into that, make sure if you are not subscribed to the channel, you hit the subscribe button down below. And if you enjoy the video, make sure you leave us a like and a comment, and let us know what we should watch next after Camp Rock, I guess, because we are doing Camp Rock next week.
Yes.
So after that, is that we watched Teen Beach Movie today. I watched it while I was at work. Anna kind of did, and then she kind of finished it up after she got home.
But I've also seen it several times, so
Yeah.
It's not like this was the first time I was seeing it.
More of a refresher for you. Mm-hmm. Whereas I have never seen that movie before. So.
Truth, yeah.
So that you like that one then? You've watched it several times?
There are other ones that I like more.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I actually think the second one is better than the first one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I do want to watch the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to know what you think, though.
Okay. I actually really like this movie. It was a lot of fun. It was really goofy. Once they got thrown into the movie, and things got really goofy. Because it was like the actual characters in the movie, and so if you didn't follow exactly the script, there were times that they really didn't know how to react, and so there were times that they would just stand there. Mm-hmm. Like when they screwed up the love story that was supposed to happen. They accidentally screwed it up, and so then the story couldn't really move forward, and so both groups were just kind of standing there like just like looking around. That was pretty funny.
That's funny.
I also liked when the rodents, the biker gang, first got there, and they were like, the groups were like facing off, and Tanner comes through the back and he was like, excuse me. Like, I was like, what's going on? And then he gets up there and he goes, what? And like super high pitched. And then if you watch through the credits, there's a blooper of that where none of them could keep a straight face with him doing that. He would always get up there and what? And somebody, usually him, would start just busting up laughing.
Yeah.
And I probably would too.
I wonder if that's why in the scene that's actually in the movie, you don't see his face. You see this.
That could be.
It's probably because he just couldn't keep it straight.
Mm-hmm. But no, so it was pretty fun. It was goofy, which I enjoy goofy movies, especially when they're like musicals. So like High School Musical is pretty goofy. Mm-hmm. And it's also musicals. I really like that. Lemonade Mouth is another one that I really like, and I've watched it a few times, and I kind of want to watch it again now. But that's another one that's kind of goofy, and so I really like that. But just I don't know, the idea was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's what I liked about it, was the idea of it, and I like the in-movie parts of it because it's meant to be cheesy and stuff, but I feel like the out-of-movie, like the beginning of it, was real, like...
Yeah, that was iffy.
It was real cheesy. And
the girl that played Mac, like at the beginning when she had that point where she was... I think it was when she was trying to break up with him because she was leaving. And you could tell from her voice that she was like upset and like crying, but then it goes over and she's totally, there's nothing. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, and I feel like, and it needed it because most of the movie takes place in the movie. But I feel like that beginning part is so rushed.
Yeah.
That you go through so many emotions in that first chunk of the movie that you're like, what am I supposed to be feeling?
Yeah.
And throughout all of it, it kind of makes you hate Mac. Like that first chunk, it's like she kind of seems like a
jerk. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not what I was going to say, but
I'll censor you.
Yeah, it's just...
It did make her seem like a jerk.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden by the end of it, she's dancing and singing as if it's okay. I don't know. It just kind of seems like a whirlwind of emotions and like almost too fast of weird character development. But
I liked when they first got into the movie and that first song started, and Brady was just like, cool, and he just like runs off to join it, and it goes through the part where they're all saying their names, and it's like in Hairspray. And they're going through and doing that, and he was Sean Tanner, and I don't even remember some of the other names.
Giggles.
That was
Sea
one of them.
Cat.
That's one I couldn't remember. Sea Cat. And then gets in Brady, and then it like just zooms in on Mac, and she's like, "I'm Mac." That was actually pretty funny because she was still trying to fight it and was like, "What's going on?
Yeah.
I don't understand this." Whereas Brady was like, "I don't care what's going on. This is fun."
Yeah,
Which is probably one of the ways that I would react. Like, "Oh, I'm in a musical. This is awesome."
Yeah, and I would definitely be like Mac and be like, yeah, no, I want out. Free me from this prison.
But no, that's definitely one that I would watch again. And that was, it's good for kids, but I'd say the kids would probably have to be a little bit older just because there's a lot of, like with Aiden, he doesn't, if it's not animated, he doesn't like it.
I would say it's like a middle school and up
Yeah.
movie, honestly. Like she's supposed to...
Even elementary school probably, but...
Yeah, like I would say like higher end of elementary school, but because it's really not like, there's not like really adult themes or anything like that, but I just don't think it would be interesting to little kids, honestly.
No. But for a little bit older kids, like, yeah, middle school would be a good sweet spot for it, or early high school. Would probably be a good sweet spot for it, but...
Yeah. Which I think is probably what their target audience is, honestly.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's the thing in writing, too. Whatever audience you want to write for, that's the age that you make your main character.
And she's like, she, in theory, would be like a sophomore going into junior.
Oh, yeah, because she
said
talked about it. Yeah.
The first half of high school she spent on the beach, wherever they are. And then the second half she was supposed to go to the private school.
Yeah, with her aunt.
So she's...
Also, can we talk about the fact that lady is a terrible aunt? She's awful. Like,
yeah.
just shows up and is like, "All right, let's go." I'm like, what?
Yeah.
She's like, "Yeah, we made the deal, remember?" It's like, so you're gonna drag her off because, like, yeah, she was just not a nice person, really.
I think that they just maybe did it, or the actress maybe just did a bad job portraying it, because she's not supposed to be a jerk. She's supposed to be just like a stern businesswoman, not necessarily like mean, which is why you see at the end where she's like hugging and like she was just like, "I love you. Okay, that's what you want to do, sure." Because in all reality, it really wasn't the aunt's decision. She was doing what she thought Mac wanted and what her mom would have wanted.
Yeah, she was doing what she thought was best for her.
Yeah. And so she wasn't trying to be a jerk. I think that it was just portrayed badly.
Maybe. But, no, it was a good movie. I liked it, and I do want to watch the second one.
I like that one better.
Yeah. But, so we'll see. So, like I said, next week we will watch Camp Rock, and hopefully watch it a little earlier than the day of.
Break it up over a few days.
Maybe. Something like that. But yeah, and then after that so next week we'll decide what we're going to do after that. So, thank you all for joining us this week. We hope we will see you all again next week. Until then, don't forget to thank the Phoenicians.